Okay, original Virgo, reduced gematria, number 8, September 16th to August 30th. Tourmaline, the Virgin, lungs, thyroid, Wednesday, sapphire, my left ear popped, Mercury, quicksilver, and hematite. Okay, so we start off with past life, oracle deck. Virgo, what can we get for Virgo? Baby. Two hands. Hold with two hands. Maybe in a past life you dealt with something to do with childbirth. Whether or not you're a parent now, here in the 3D. Corner. We got both oracles that were pulled. I got 2 oracles for the goddess deck. And it's the same for all of May for these readings. You've got Fortune and Communion, all of which are from the solar plexus down. So orange, yellow, orange, and red. So it would be your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakra. If stemming any roots, go all the way back. This is a past life oracle deck, so you can get some more clarity on that for baby. Well, that was good. 9 of Cups in reverse. Very many cups, all in reverse. Maybe you're in the midst of adopting right now. Could be possible. 9 of Cups in reverse. Maybe it's a thought. Mistakes, material loss, imperfections, misplaced trust. That's popping out to me. False freedom, opposition, and differences. Maybe you are in the midst of wanting to adopt because you can't have kids of your own. That's quite possible. And then you have the whole idea of misplaced trust, whether it be in the system itself or maybe within your partner. You're like, I don't know if I can trust this person to help me with this, and it may not be the best decision. That's fine. Use your best judgment. Don't bring a child into your home if it's not 100% sound. If it's not secure, if there's too many variables that you're unsure about, keep in mind you're going to be exposing that to the child themselves. You get more clarity on that because that really didn't clear much up for me. 9 of Cups in reverse. Nice. King of Clubs. Oh, okay. So maybe a spouse doesn't have to be a male, but maybe they're not trustworthy. Kind of like player energy. Maybe they're not reliable. It's quite possible they're not reliable. Very strict, stern, does what they want. I mean, to each their own, even if that's the way you roll. Still, if you're going to be discussing anything like that, then you have to have both sides on board. Another past life card. Forgiveness. It's very important. If there was any sort of loss or anything like that, it does happen. It's not unheard of. Not everybody speaks about it, but it's not something that should be just swept under the rug either. There is a lot of the mental portion that needs to be dealt with, and we all need to do the healing from whatever happens, even if it's like a close call or something like that, or something didn't work out the way you expected. Again, in divine timing, things happen the way they're supposed to, and maybe there was some energy between the two of you, and that's why there's more of like a promiscuous side to this party. And forgiveness is needed for sure in order to move forward. Let's get like a let's get a love oracle card to kind of explain that a lot. Love oracle card. Maybe give some. Yeah, baby, need that forgiveness. That wanted to come out. Have confidence within yourself. Even if the other person is not on board or they may not see eye to eye with you, you must have confidence within yourself. Because it's very important. Whatever decisions you're going to make is for you. And moving forward, you make it within a team, but if the other party is not really focused too much on growth, then that gives you enough information as well. Okay, good. Positive news. I like you. I like you a lot. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want to date. Okay, so this could also be a person coming in new. If you've turned down several other offers, right? This could be a new person coming in as well. Make sure it's not just the whole idea of infatuation. Or lust or anything like that, because you do, well, you could if you wanted to go down that path of having a love child. It's up to you. To each their own. I don't recommend it, but some of them turn out really good. You know. Someone expresses love, message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Okay, Virgo, you got love call. The form of communication, maybe somebody's actually talking and telling you specifically. So there's no more guessing games, there's no more things up in the air. All the other options you're like, not really interested in. And this person comes along and now they got you thinking a certain way. And it does take forgiveness, whether it be maybe something that transpired in the past or something that recently happened, or just the whole idea of not having to compare one person to another, because that's never helpful. If you ask me. Shedding, to shed, to cast, to throw off, to admit or diffuse, to let fall in drops, to spill, to let fall, see covering. Watershed, the opening between threads in a loom, through which the shuttle passes. A penthouse, a hut, a large open structure. Okay, this could be something of your own. You could have your own little getaway, your own little penthouse suite, or a place that you would go to that you consider a hut. Maybe you're starting your, well, because it is about to be, it's supposed to be spring, you're starting your gardening and stuff like that. The whole idea of letting old fall, or to shed, almost like shedding a skin. It doesn't necessarily have to be reptilian, but the fact of shedding the old for the new. The whole idea of forgiveness and moving forward is very important. Shrew, a peevish, ill-tempered woman, a scold, a shrew mouse. Maybe in your past you've dealt with women that were not so easy to get along with, or that were in pain of their own, didn't do any of the healing. Or vice versa. It doesn't have to be a woman, it could be a man as well, because men can be shrews. Exploring, to explore, to travel with the view of making discovery, to search, to examine closely. That could be something that you really want to take a look into. Examine your options or opportunities if you want to go traveling. It is getting warmer here in Canada anyways, for the most part. If somebody's interested in you, maybe you want to, depending on how long you've known each other for, you know, I really still recommend being somewhere public around people. But if you feel comfortable enough, if you've known this person long enough, maybe go on a trip, go somewhere. Okay, wait. Excuse me, got the Ace of Cups, and almost like I didn't want to get that out. Got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Don't pour all your goods out at once. Don't just, the first one that comes along, just kind of pour it out and give it all to, because then you're going to be responsible, not the other person, not other people around you. You're responsible for filling your own cup. And if it's empty constantly, you're going to be drained. That's not something I don't think anybody's really wanted to go for or strive for. A little explanation for that. Actually, can we get one more past life? Oh, that was quick. Yeah. Persecution and Inquisition. Could be trials and tribulations you're still going through. So it's like little mini tests every time you come up against something or someone. Kind of like a little test to see what you've learned. from past experiences, whether they be from your own family bloodline or yourself that you've experienced here. And again, exploration, an act of exploring, strict or careful examination. So yeah, do your research, learn more about whatever it is that has not really been shared with you. Don't worry too much. Fortune seems to be good for people in the collective for this May coming. It seems to be really promising. So hopefully it stays that way. A lot of courage, a lot of strength, a lot of pain that people have pushed and surpassed through, and a lot of the healing work that has been done, which is really nice. If you're sick or ill or you're just getting over something, take bed rest. Get your rest. We got lozenge, a medicated preparation for chewing or sucking. Maybe it's your throat. Worry about yourself. Secondary, accompanying or associated rather than central affiliated. Appendant, attendant, accessory. Secondary, having a helping or enabling rather than a central function. Auxiliary, ancillary, secondary, or less important. Subordinate, collateral, incidental, secondary or lower in rank. Subservient or subternal. Secondary remark of action, footnote, or postscript. Okay, so put yourself first before the other person, I would suggest. Make sure your cup is nice and full before you just start pouring it out over everybody else. Attendant, maybe you're a flight attendant, and that's why you do a lot of almost like exploration every time you go to a new place. I'm pretty sure flight attendants get to chill for a little bit wherever they are before they take off again. So you have experience abroad, you have experience with other cultures, stuff like that, which is really important. What else we got? Languages. Maybe you're multilinguistic, or you have learned several languages, which is good. Your brain's actually wired a lot differently than people that can only speak fluently in one language. You kind of like rewire your brain when you're learning. It's expansive. It's kind of nice. One explanation card for persecution and inquisition. Persecution and inquisition. Explain that for Virgo. Options. Other people, maybe third parties, maybe other people. Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Could very well be dealing with more than your share. Maybe it's too many energies all at once. Maybe it's overwhelming. Yeah. Could be a resolution to a problem, a conclusion, solace, healing, satisfactory result, fulfillment, and compromise. Compromise sticks out. That's really important, especially in the whole idea of forgiveness and everything like that. Depending, if a person hurt you really bad, you don't have to take them back, so to speak. You don't even have to tell them you forgive them, but just that energy of forgiveness and compromise or anything like that's really important. What are we at? 1341. Let's get a little bit. Search for food or provisions. Don't worry, whatever you need will be taken care of. Don't let jealousy take over. Ode. A song, a short poem, a lyric poem, a lofty cast. Maybe like singing yourself. Maybe you enjoy poetry and you're going to get back into that. Maybe you and this other person share the same interests, which is really nice. Calm. Still, free from wind, peaceable, composed, absence of wind, tranquil. Make calm, still, to become calm. So that's really good. If you found your balance between the two, there's no need to be sad about certain things past or sorrowful. You can feel those emotions and experience it, learn what you need to, and then let that go. There's no, it doesn't benefit you at all to cling to anything that was really extremely painful. The energy of it anyways, like the emotion itself, whatever you experience. Trees, get out in nature. Learn more about different kinds of flora and fauna and stuff like that. That might be really important. Okay, maybe you can go with your person. Hopefully that helps.